Hey, welcome back to S.WigginsTV. I'm your host, Worldwide Wiggins. And man, I done it. I feel like I done it today. I finally got that shotgun interview, man. Please welcome my guest, the legendary Big CYKE from Shotgun Crib. How you feeling, homie?
Yeah.
Everything cool, man? Can we talk about what you going through right now, or we kind of leave that to the side?
Oh man, we can talk about it all. You know what I'm saying? That's official. You know what I'm saying? That's let everybody know. You know what I'm saying? That what this lifestyle carries, what comes with it, and what cats go through. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah, right now, Big CYKE is locked down. He's calling us from the cell, from the slammer as we speak, man. If you want to,
Right.
yeah. Unfortunately, man, but we praying for you. We rooting for you, bro. We don't wish jail on nobody, man. Hopefully, you hit the streets sooner, or some type of appeal in place, man. Real talk, homie. Yeah, for sure. So, I wanted to kind of start from the beginning, man. How old were you when you became familiar with the S guns and became a part of it?
Shit, about 13.
13 years old. And what we talking? The 80s, 70s,
Well,
90s?
we talking about like 80, like 81, 82.
All right, for sure. And what was a lot of people, they don't know too much. So, what was Gardena like back in the 80s? Because we hear it from different
And,
areas.
back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? It was more like, it wasn't as much gunplay as it is now. The gunplay is, like 10 times greater now. Back in the 80s, it was more on like, hood stuff, you know what I'm saying? When you're young like that, 13 and 14 years old, it's more like when you go to school. Like, I went to Henry Clay. I went
Right.
to Henry Clay Junior High School up at Western. So
Mm-hmm.
that was like really like my first introduction to like really like banging against enemies, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, everything else before that was just playing around in your hood, like I'm from shotgun. But once you go to school, then you in the seventh grade, then you dealing with cats from, Raymond Crib, 11 Deuce Crib, Watergate,
Mm-hmm.
Underground, and all like that. So now you dealing with cats. You in the seventh grade, just coming out of the sixth grade. You dealing with cats in the ninth grade, getting ready to go to high school. So now it's like, damn. And a lot of cats didn't make the cut. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You in a whole new era now. So now this is when I'm really, really seeing like what this shit is really about now. This game banging is like, do I want to do it? Is I'm really about it? And that's where it really stood out. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you start really realizing who your allies are and who your enemies are. And that's when I really started getting abreast of. At that time, our allies and were close friends was, it has always been the Hoovers, the
Mm-hmm.
Paybacks, horrible gangsters.
Right. So, were you pretty much there for to see the birth of other, Hawthorne hoods like maybe 11-8? Were you, 11-8 Gangsta Crip and Eucalyptus and Hawthorne Thug Family? And were you? Did you see the?
Nah,
No, no.
I had probably already been gone by then. Because right now, I know we probably haven't talked about this, but, I've been gone a minute. I've been gone now since 90, I caught my case in 95. So
Wow.
I've been gone almost 28 years, but like,
Wow.
like I tell you, like, but I have a son. I also have a son, that from my hood, and he's almost 30 now. He's almost like matter of fact, his birthday was like September 10th, and he turned 29. You know what I'm saying? He got locked when I was 2. He got like I got locked up when he was 2. So you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I stay abreast of what's going on. So there's certain things I don't know about But like I say, you know, my ears to the streets, I can find out whatever I want to find out, you know. So I'm used to, like, I'm familiar with the Doty Boys. Before I got locked up, I know they was a little thing that was popping before I got locked up, and I know it was like some Hoover sets that they put on like a little while back over there in Hawthorne before it's 118 Street Gangsters and all like that. No, I'm not really familiar with them, homie.
For sure. All right, so assuming that, you know, however you seen it, you know, not trying to, you know, put no extras on it, but have you noticed, you know, the social media era of gangbanging, you know, people pulling up with phones and on their enemies, and have you seen that? Have you noticed that?
Yeah. I know it's a lot of that, you know, with the social media and you know, and the beefing over social media and
how do you feel about
it's a lot of that going. You know, it's like I don't really feel it because I guess because I ain't out there and I'm older now and these young cat eras is different, but you know, it's almost like I guess you can go back to the days of when I was coming up. You know, I look at social media as like almost like what we used to call, like when a case hit up on the wall, we used to call like wall bangers.
Right.
Niggas banging on walls. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's like right now it's like social media banging. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't get me wrong, though. I know there's some real cats on social media that's banging for real. You know, just like it was like some niggas on the wall that were banging on the wall for real. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, I believe, like, this is my belief, in my opinion, about 75% of that shit on social media is like fake, you know. They ain't real. They ain't no real hood niggas, you know, not in my opinion, because niggas ain't got time to be on no social media all day, all night, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So, so can you, how did you end up catching your case? Like, kind of walk us through that, if you can.
You know, it's just like, you know the era of the dope game, you know what I'm saying? I got caught up in the era of the dope game, you know, people going from state to state, you know, and all like that, you know, and, you know, where that money was, you know, where there was money to get, we was going, you know?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No matter if it was like Minnesota, Iowa, Oklahoma, no matter where, you know what I'm saying? Denver, Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Arkansas. You know, we gonna go, you know?
Right.
And that's what a lot of other hoods, you know, they hit other states too, you know. We ain't the only one. A lot of, you know, that's why a lot of hoods is in other states now. Because cats from out in LA hit these other states and put their hood down in them states. You know?
Right.
And that's how all that branched out. So just to give you just a little glimpse, you know what I'm saying, is that I end up in Georgia, you know. And then being in Georgia in the game, other things come about and situations happen, and you know what I'm saying, that's speed track, and here you go, you know. I caught a case, you know. You know what I'm saying? I caught an L, and I've been riding, you know.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been riding almost 28. As a matter of fact, December will be 28 years, you know. God willing, you know, I get out soon, is, you know, if not, you know. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, just a lesson learned, you know, a hard lesson learned, you know?
Right. All right, for sure, man. All the best, man. Rooting for the best, man. But
I appreciate that, homie.
For sure. But like you just said, you know, you got sets and hobbies at different states. So from your mouth, because you an original G, man. You know, you a real one from the turf from way back. So do you
Right.
like do you look down on bangers from other states, or do you embrace them as a real G from the turf?
No, I don't. I just by me being out here in the system with like cats from other states and all like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you like this: some got it right, but some got it fucked up. You know, excuse my language. Some got it messed up because it's it's almost like, you know, they learning as they go. They're not taking like how it really goes down and how it really is by the ones who really know. It's like they just like, man, whatever somebody telling them, they going on, like you say, social media, YouTube, Google, and they learning from that and they riding with that. If somebody that's actually trying to tell them what it is, they ain't trying to hear that. Man, you got cats out, man, don't get me wrong, homie. You got cats out here, and I'm in the system with them. These cats is 24 and 25, 26 years old, calling themselves double OGs. So you know so you can imagine, you know what I'm saying? There's cats out here talking about they got their own line, their own gang line, and they 24, 25, 6 years old. So that's what you dealing with when you're dealing with cats out of town. But I must give props and much props to these dudes from Macon, Georgia.
Right.
912. They are, man, they are as real as you get. They are as real as you get, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's the closest thing I've seen to L.A. since I've been down in the system. And I'm not saying nobody else in Georgia had that mindset or attitude, but as a whole city, when you think about like gang banging, cripping, and blood, the first thing anybody in Georgia gonna say is Macon, because they doing it. And this is a shout out to my homie down, rest in peace, Lil Sody from A-Trade Gangster.
For sure.
And he used to come out here on a regular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if he was alive, he'd tell you exactly what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Those are the realest ones that's out there. But I'm not saying no one else is real, but those are the realest ones, you know, that's got their own hood, their own sets, and all that, you know?
For sure. Real talk. I respect it. All right. Real quick, you know, I know we agreed, you know, we was going to make it a quick one, but a lot of people want me to ask S-Gun about this. They said, you know, back in the day, you know, there was a few cats from Denver Lanes that tried to set up shop somewhere in Gardena. Do you remember that? And respectfully, because we're going to keep it respectful. Do you remember that? How did it go?
Nah. I don't remember that, homie. I'll be lying to say I remember it. I don't remember it. I mean, can you give me like a year or something like that? Like 80 this, 80 what? You know what I'm saying? I can tell you if it's fiction or if it's facts.
Yeah, they said it was in the 80s for sure, but so supposedly...
I mean, like late 80s, early 80s?
Early 80s.
Like 82, 83, what?
80, like 84.
Like 84, man. I be honest with you, homie, you know what I'm saying? 84, man, that was a dangerous era, man, and I seriously doubt that. I seriously doubt it, but I can't say I'm willing to bet my life on it. But 84, man, when I tell you, man, that was the era, one of the eras of like, I doubt that. I seriously doubt that. And don't get me wrong, homie, we had homies in our own hood that was scared to set up shop in our hood. I'm being real. We had homies in our own hood that was scared to set up shop in our hood.
For sure. I feel it.
So to say it happened, I don't believe it did. But you know, like I say, you know, I was young. At that time, I probably was 16. But man, I know the cat that's over me. That's a generation ahead of me, and man, I seriously, man, I tremendously doubt that. You know.
For sure. I respect it. All
you
right.
know.
So, last closing question. Another question they want me to ask is, how did the because I guess, I'm not sure, maybe y'all used to, be cordial or cool with the Raymonds, but how did y'all end up falling, how did y'all end up at odds? How did y'all end up not cool?
Hey, and to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? And I'm always keep it real. I'm always keep it 132. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's beyond me. That's before me. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Well, that's like when you come into something, you inherit certain beats. You know what I'm saying? And when that came about, it was already in effect when I came on. You know what I'm saying? So you have to give one of my homies just a little older than me, and my C-Day was October 28th. I just turned 56, homie, and that was before then. So that's,
wow,
that was already established. You know what I'm saying? That's old. That's an old beef.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think our beef really got that serious until later on because it wasn't no killing. We just knew those. See, and sometimes too, homie, you got to realize this is that sometimes you get beef from who you allies with. So we know we allies with 11 new Hoovers, 107 Hoovers.
Right.
So we gain beats from cats we cool with,
Right.
You got to think we cool with paybacks. Payback, El Segundo, that's the only thing that cross the street. You cross El Segundo and Vermont to El Segundo and Vermont. One side is payback, one side is Raymond.
Yeah, right. You're right.
So we inherit beats, you know what I'm saying? It don't actually mean like, oh, they got into it with us. They way on the 120th. Off of Vermont, you know what I'm saying? We on 132nd off of Van Ness El Segundo, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you inherit some beats you inherit. You got to think, we cool with 7-4 A-Tray, so people all over there don't like us because we cool with 7-4 and A-Tray. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So some beats you inherit. Even though you may have never had a personal beef with them or a personal interaction with them, it's some people that say, fuck you, because people just say, we don't mess with you because y'all mess with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's vice versa. It's just like when you look at the One Tray 5, the Centerviews, and all like that, and you look at, they automatic inherit our beats. The Hoovers and gangsters automatic inherit our beats because they ain't nowhere near them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. For sure.
So it's vice versa on a lot of scales, all around L.A. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you inherit beats from who you cool with,
Exactly. For sure. I feel it. All right. Hey, Big CYKE, man. This part 1. I definitely appreciate you. Hey, part 2, whenever you ready, man. I'm loving it, man. This was dope, man.
All right, man. Hey, trust me, I'm always keep it 100, man. That's the only way I know how. If I don't know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I respect you,
bro. So, and I'll let you know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I say, anything that's update going on right now, I tell you, hey, I can hook you in. We can find out whatever you want to know. All right?
For sure, man. Good looking, man. All right, we signing out, man. S.WigginsTV, Big CYKE from Shotgun. We out.